They're going to throw now, following the turnover. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he's taken down at the 30. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But Raiders and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First and 10, looking to throw. Pass caught by Jack Bench. The 40! Into the red zone! He does it! Touchdown! The Raiders take the lead on the first play of the drive. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose, that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. They'll come out throwing. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Throwing now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. David Montgomery with the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Back now, pressure coming. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. 2nd and 10, need something positive here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. This is finally catch up to him. Just a second before he could reach that 40.
19 yards.
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
Tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A pickup of 17. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Escapes out to the left. He's running with it. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. They clearly haven't been giving his running ability the respect it deserves, considering what he's been able to do to them on the ground thus far.
If you want to destroy the morale of a defense, have a running quarterback like this. Because you can do so many things right, but this is the X factor you can't contain.
And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Raiders ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. They'll throw to begin this drive. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Raiders continue dominating in our opening half. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him.
Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And I know we're normally discussing his work leading a passing game, but wow, we've really had to take note of what he's done on the ground. He's leaned into that part of his game early. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, that kind of game may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on their next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 8, go.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Getting out to his left. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. That's going to pick up the... First down after a gain of 26.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10.
And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll throw it here on first. On the move, headed right. Man downfield, and Myers has it. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders making this a laugher before halftime. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered.
Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Back to pass on first and 10. Chased out to his right. Complete out to the right. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Flush out now to his left. He's keeping it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
48-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. He's going deep this time. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now, to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Raiders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter.
Hold it ready.
To throw here on first down. Connects on the crosser. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
That's good for a Las Vegas first
They're
down.
going to try and throw it here. Buys time, rolling right. Hits him on the out route. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing.
14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
Raiders first down.
From the red zone on first. Hits the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal. At the line.
Takes the hand time. Now to throw. And they get to him again. And quickly their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
It's third down and
Work against the blitz. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking... Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you want your quarterback to, number one, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the air for them. That last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. Escapes the pocket. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass. And then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run. I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts are just so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Holds in, again it's Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Brock Bowers, the touchdown.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit.
The Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. First and 10, they're going to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Caught, nice game left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders are running them out of the building. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Raiders ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. That's caught by Montgomery. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
And the Raider first down.
He's dropping back to throw. Escapes out to the left. Grabbed by Bush, left side. Still has some space inside the 35. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big play, and that's him 17 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard
Sticking to the air here. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. It's Bowers with another catch. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Raiders first down. A gain of 22 yards.
From the red zone now.
And the Raider first
Forced
down.
out to his right. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
8 yards. It's second down.
They're throwing it. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I...
The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling out to his left. On the run, deep down the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Headed out right. He's making a bid for it. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Shoots away from one. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On the move, headed right. Moving right. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Raiders throwing 6 more on the blowout. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock. And independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2.
The Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. We're going to pass it here. Buying some time left. Hauled in by Myers. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. Catch is made in close. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders are running them out of the building. So an exclamation point there. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.